Well, hello everyone! It's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We are working here on Rise from the Ashes. We have snuck into Damon Gant's office, where we're gonna do a little bit of snooping. Last time was a comedy of errors, a real problem, and I felt super bad about, first of all, screwing up the episode and also failing to figure out what to do in the game. Let's hope today is more productive. Let's not dwell too much on that anymore. So, the thing we left off last time, we got done with everything else in this room. Interesting stuff for sure. Kind of interesting that Lana's desk is still here and kept pristine. Curious, curious, curious. But what we're really interested in... Oh yeah, by the way, freaking Edgeworth is going to resign, so that was a kind of a big deal. He was writing a letter of resignation. Did we get anything else big last time? I can't quite recall. We had some dramatic talk with Angel Star. Wow, blanked out on the name for a minute there. Sorry. And that's about it. And also Gumshoe is now fully on our team. That's super cool because he wants to protect Edgeworth. I get it. So where we left off, this safe right here. Let's have a look. Let's just repeat this part real quick, okay? This is a safe, isn't it? Safe? Oh, that word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. Do you know what it is? In fact, I have a little bit of idea myself. I'm not actually going completely, no, that's not. I'm going blind here, but I'm not going in without having any idea of what to do. I remember this stuck to my mind. We do know some 7-digit numbers. For example, Goodman's ID here, which we know is 5842189. But it's probably not Goodman's number, I don't think, because if this is supposed to be Mr. Gant's own safe, it would probably be his code, right? It'd be weird if it was someone else's number, if it were to be one of these ID numbers. Now, we don't know Mr. Gant's number. We know Goodman's, Edgeworth's, and Officer Meekens's. They're right here. Goodman's we saw earlier. But there is this one number we haven't pinned the identity on yet. In addition, we know it's for an executive-level person. That's what Edgeworth said. So why don't we try lucky sevens on this safe? Seems like the smart play to do here at this point. And if it goes wrong, I guess we get a game over. Bleh. So, yeah, Phoenix, I think, is on it as well. I have a hunch. Oh, I know! You want to try my birth date? It's... Ooh, dramatic. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Input code. And... Code confirmed. Access granted. Damn! Now that's a huge deal, guys. Since, like I just explained, since that's probably Gant's own number, it'd be weird, again, if he had somebody else's code. Not impossible, I guess, but it'd be weird. But let's assume that that is Gant's number, Mr. Gant's. That means he was the guy who went in there before Edgeworth, and we've already surmised that Goodman had to have entered that place with the killer, so this is not looking great for Gant, who we already were a little suspicious of since he seemed to be so thickly involved in all the skullduggery around SL9 and everything else. So this is looking pretty bad for that guy. The chief of police is the bad guy? Could that be? I don't know if I could handle such a revolutionary plot twist. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Bingo. What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 7777777? That ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. Yeah, I think I got 6. Once again, I'm not 100% sure. Check the tape again if I got 6 7s. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number! Say, anyone care to look inside? Well, sure, why the heck not? This feels like prying into personal information, but now that, he seems to be neck-deep in the case, it seems pertinent to get into his personal information, so let's go in there. Plus, we're already unannounced inside his office, so I guess we've already breached that front, huh?
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look! It's a
shard from a broken cup.
Oh, shoot. Is that what I think it is? This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? I think I know. There's something else in here, too. What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth. With a handprint on it? Huh? This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey! I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
Oh, that's kind of a funny thought. I don't think so.
No. Well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Well, one of them I can actually already guess, and I'm sure you guys have at home as well. The other... that's a toughie. I'm not sure what the... Okay, let me just explain here. The handprint with the leather on the handprint, the handprint on the piece of thing, the print. I don't know what that connection is. Off the top of my head, we'll have to check our notes. But that's definitely the missing piece from the shattered jar, right? That's so obvious. It's even got the little blood mark on it, which kind of looked like writing on this piece. Let's see. Come on! There's got to be something we can show the detective. Okay, so we gotta go to present them, huh? Okay. So the items aren't here yet, I assume. Look at that, though. There's, like, enough space for 2 more items. Now, that's really close. So, can I just show this? Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the 3 of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. Why, I remember it like it was yesterday.
I wouldn't be even surprised if he says that line, given the humor of this game. Let's see. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Okay, sure. I'll take that as well, but I honestly thought they might do that.
It feels like yesterday gag here.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one, that was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Oh! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Well, this doesn't seem too tough, does it? Like, we did this one time already, right? Like this way. And this should probably put it in, right? So, yeah. Yeah, this is a big deal that we found this out. Also, that's not writing, is it? No, it's just a weird squiggle that looked kind of like a letter when it was on that broken off piece. Curious. There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. Well, he's probably gonna pull the, oh, I don't even know what's in that safe, that's not my number, but I don't know, he probably can't get away with that if we end up looking up. This seems like a moment where we would get authority to look up the number of his ID, so I don't think he could keep that facade up too long. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But...
Hey guys! Get a load of this!
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
Huh? Really? Seems to... Oh, okay, it's about the mark. I was like, the marking seemed to match just fine. What? But okay. There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. Okay, so that's actually significant. It's not just a random smudge. That's actually important somehow. That's blood!
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Alright. Evidence from the SL9 incident. Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Blood traces. Only thing I can think of is, that could have been traced by a finger. It's kind of got that shape. So, could there be a fingerprint on that blood smudge? I don't know. Okay. Now what do we do? Hey, speaking of that, let's luminol this place up. I haven't even remembered to do this at all, but like, this is a great moment. Let's luminol and let's see if we can use this fingerprinting set after that. So, wait, I can't use it?
Hey, I just bought some of that stuff.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh, I see, because looming tall and luminol. I finally get that joke. Ah, that's funny. Yeah. So wait, I can't actually use it here, okay? Okay. Well, that's a problem. What about the fingerprinting set? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective. Ooh.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead. Take my fingerprints.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Yeah, there we go. That was my next, thinking, okay, we got the jar taken care of, but we gotta take care of that cloth. And then checking it for fingerprints seems like a smart move. Although I was actually thinking of just fingerprinting the whole room before we jumped here, but that was also not an option, I guess. But this is also smart. I like it. I would have probably tried this in a hot second later if I hadn't gone for this already now, because, gotta check that cloth.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Yeah, sure. Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Okay, I appreciate Phoenix kind of lampshading that. Of course we need to be told that a million times because it's a freaking video game and, you know, well, I would have remembered this. Not the most complicated thing in the world, but just in case, good to remind. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh. So now I'm dusting the thumb, I guess? I was gonna dust the whole cloth, but now this happened. And blow. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. I see, okay. That's fine. We'll do it like this then. And blow. Ooh, that's a bit smudgy. I gave it my best shot. Yep. Let's back up a little bit. Of course, even if we find a fingerprint here, like, what's gonna help with identifying what this thing's from, you know? Like, what it's not gonna really elucidate on what this cloth is exactly. Of course, if it's like a murder victim from the Joe Dark case or something like that, that might be a whole different story. Ooh, this looks promising. This is the middle finger, I believe. Yeah, look at this. Put another layer here, be nice and juicy with it. Put a little there as well. Oh, that's sharp. This looks promising. It's not Gant. I was kind of expecting it to be Gant. Tie him into all this somehow. And it's not Jake Marshall. Kind of looks a bit like Goodman's, but not 100%. Oof, the image is mirrored. It's not quite Lana's either, no. Oh, damn. Oh, that's bad. Oh, what is this? It's Emma's? But it is. Comparison complete. Match found. Yeah, that... What the heck? But yeah, I mean, I was just saying, if it's like from someone involved in SL9, that's a big deal. And in fact, Emma was a witness to SL9, so why would there be her handprint on a cloth? Huh? Gotta ask her about it, I suppose. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, well that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst! Hey you! Over here!
Oh yeah, I gotta tell Gumshoe though, because, you know, we still need to have this be admissible evidence, so we gotta convince Gumshoe.
What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Also, Gumshoe saw the results as well. Okay, he's actually pretty sharp then for a change. Nice.
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Nice, we got both the pieces of evidence. Great.
Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Uh-oh, someone's like, no, that's not very kind, is it? I wonder who it is. I'm guessing it's Gant, but... Okay, I'll read the line as Gant, just in case, you know.
Now, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Whee! Chief Gant!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean, me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out! Yes, sir!
Oh no, we got Gumshoe fired. I feel really bad. We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you! The one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright! Oh, this feels extra dirty now, leaving her all alone with what may very well be the murderer. Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Wait, this actually sucks a lot. I can't deal with this. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Really, because well, I mean, it's starting to look like a lot of framing happened here, obviously. Framing and obfuscation of evidence. Maybe the framing's a little jumping to conclusions still. Like maybe, you know, maybe Joe Dark really was the killer and they just did like happen to. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, definitely, yeah, it looks like Gant is totally in on the making up evidence part. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal! After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Oh, that's not good at all. So we're gonna see Lana instead and tell her that her sister's possibly about to go to jail? Oh no. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Huh. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Really? But how do I do that? And is there any point doing... Nope, there's super no point doing this anymore. I have to admit I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so, because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? Look at this, that's like super like not yes or not no answer, like she's being very, very dodgy there. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. Huh. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? The little girl, she did everything. That's the stupidest possible answer we could give. It's freaking Gant, obviously. He's pulling all the strings, like he convinced, like he somehow put her, Lana, into the chair of the high prosecutor, not high prosecutor, high prosecutor. Yeah. He made high prosecutor of her, probably to solidify his own power over the prosecutor's office, and now he's telling her to be quiet. For some reason. Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? Let's talk about Gant then, I guess. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. Yeah, like, I think I mentioned this before, like, it was weird how, like, we were completely ignoring how culpable he could have been in this. But here we go. The truth finally comes out, huh? If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Well, I mean, I guess I can just show the jar or this thing. I think the jar is a better one, right? Because it actually is called out as evidence. Evidence for something, but what? See, that's like kind of unclear. Well, I can apparently check it. A clear handprint can be seen on the leather cloth. The print belongs to Emma. I think I'll keep this information to myself. Yes, mysterious indeed. But yeah, I think that's not as strong. We'll give that if the jar doesn't work, but let's go with the freaking jar. Let's have a quick look at that as well. The dark red stains must be blood traces from the incident 2 years ago. Only the fragment found in Chief Gant's office still has lines remaining on it. Yeah, I guess that means something. And then, of course, if we look over here, we had the hole. The jar has no bottom, so the hole goes right through. I wonder if it's really a jar or some kind of weird telescope. Great question. But, yeah. It's probably just a decoration, honestly. But yeah, let's go. Let's go.